JayTechTV. Okay, let's get this one started. Okay, let's get this one started. No one's gonna be here. Cool. Well, my name is JayTechTV, aka Pyro 2000X. You guys probably don't know me, but I was here last gen. My name is JayTechTV, aka and sorry, Sam, you can introduce yourself.
Sam? Bowler under 20 in the house, on games, Mucho games, Waggles. Trying to see if my phone's actually working correct, guys. So we suppose you've been having issues with this Google Hangout thing since we finally started up. The game is since what? NES days, man. PlayStation 1, PS2, and onward. Been here for a long time. Alright, it doesn't show you it's live on my end. Alright, I guess now you're live, never mind. Alright. Brian, let me know if you're in here, because I'm asking them to let us know if we have the same issue.
I see your logo coming up when you talk.
Alright.
So I see your circle. Of course, we're going to have a lag.
Alright, no, so it looks like it's good. You know, it's Google Hangouts being what it is, so we figured it out.
Okay. Could be a little simpler.
How dated it is, yeah.
Yeah. It could be a little bit simpler, but, you know, they save a lot of money by not updating this shit. So, go into a whole video about that. Games that need updates that won't get them, like Red Dead. Red Dead will never get a control patch. People want one. People think they're going to get one, but Red Dead is never getting a controller patch. So, sorry.
People going to Twitch, man. YouTube's pissing off enough people. We still got people riding it, obviously, like PewDiePie, Markiplier, etc. But they're asking for it, man.
Yeah.
Waiting to come in and take what's theirs.
Yeah. I'm hoping one day there be a competitor to YouTube, because maybe if there's a competitor to YouTube, maybe they'll fix the shit that's wrong with this. Google owns YouTube, right? So why, when I start a Hangout, why is it opening on another fucking page? Everything should be on the same fucking page. You own both of them. It should be one and the same. It's like it was an afterthought. I mean, it was.
Them not simplifying it, man. That's just flat out laziness.
The same thing how they divide your YouTube account from your Google Plus account, but you need a Google account to make a YouTube account, and they divide it. You get what I'm saying? Like, I had like 2 fucking additional accounts on JayTech when I first started coming back to this channel. I didn't understand it. Long story short, we got to get started with the topics. This is gonna be a short one. I think we're gonna last only an hour. No, we're not gonna do Hangouts on Wednesdays. Our day for doing Hangouts is actually on Sundays. It's gonna be at 3, and we're only gonna start doing for an hour. We're still gonna do the PlayStation Legion gaming podcast. That's Saturday at 1 p.m. But we are gonna do the Sunday 3 p.m. Google Hangouts, where we're going to talk about topics. And once again, because I'm not playing a game, I should be more focused. Somatic's not here. He had to leave for work. And normally I'm at work this hour. But, you know, due to them closing down the government for today, I didn't have to work. And tomorrow I've already called off, because I do want to see some of these announcements tomorrow. I want to see what's going on.
Supposed to day off today.
Yeah, so that's good. You're off too, right?
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm sure he was a great president, but I'm definitely happy for him.
I am happy. Yeah, I'm happy that I got my day off. Yeah. Okay, so what our topic here today?
I'm gonna go right into the Jeff Keighley show, aka Game Awards, or
yes, we're gonna go there. Kind of weird. Oh, okay. Kind of laggy on my side. Okay, so we're gonna talk about the Game Awards. Okay, so first of all, let's about the Game Awards is it is normally very disappointing. First of all, okay, sometimes it's generic, it's cringy, it's boring, um, and it's predictable. Like when you go into the Game Awards, you should know the biggest, most hyped multi-platform game will win the Game of the Year award because it panders to different sides. We have two exclusives nominated, and I don't see either one winning. It's just not realistic. Um, and I see how the industry has treated exclusives before, and with two of them there, it shouldn't be the same way, but it seems like it's going to be the same way. So I want God of War to win, but I believe Red Dead's going to automatically win because this is always how it is. Um, so that's my prediction. My prediction is for God of War to win. And if God of War is not the runner up, then clearly it should be Spider-Man. But I believe that they will fuck everybody over and give it to Red Dead automatically because it's a multi-platform title. Okay, Sam. I guess you can go with your your predictions.
I was gonna ask you. So what's your pick? You just mentioned what you think they're gonna pick. What's your pick for Game of the Year?
Um, I think God of War. Spider-Man was a great game. It took me on an emotional trip towards the middle and clearly the halfway point. That's when I really got into it. You know, I love the game because it's comic book related. I love Spider-Man. I love Marvel. But it really started hitting the feels halfway through. God of War, it hit the feels almost all the way through. It was a different type of Kratos that I didn't expect. And I love this new combat that they introduced. You know, like yes, in a way, it's still a hack and slash, but all of the other elements like the RPG and the skill tree, there was a lot of great things that they added, and I think they put a lot of work into it. And compared to any other single player God of War, this was pretty lengthy without the arena being there. You know, I think it was pretty lengthy game, so I definitely give it to God of War. I just you don't see games like that all the time. And you didn't think that they could change, you know, from the way they've always been making God of War, and they showed us they can change and they can do different styles, and you know, they deserve a lot of credit for that. Yeah, took a long time. Yeah, never updated it. They didn't think they needed to. Mm. Sometimes it feels a little stiff and robotic too, the way the character moves. Your main character, it's like, you know, I know what type of setting this is. I know it's a cowboy setting, but I just think they could have did a lot better on the controls. And once again, I want them to release a patch and make those controls right, but I don't think they're ever going to do that. Them issuing an apology about the economy of the multiplayer, I think that what they're going to do is they're going to try to say, we're focusing so much on the multiplayer, we cannot fix the single player controls. And I know that's exactly what they're getting ready to say. So it's sad that a lot of people want the controls to be fixed, but they're not going to do it. Gotta have to wait for the next Rockstar game.
They're like slow and clunky.
Mm-hmm. I mean, but this is also what you get into people wanting 60 frames all the time, but some developers really, the way they make their games, 30 frames is just better for them. I don't know. It'll get better one day.
I think they use the excuse of that, or people try to use that excuse of, well, it's their style, so they're able to get away with it. You can't just excuse the laziness, man. Let's be honest. The shooting mechanics are outdated.
Yeah.
For the next game, whether it's GTA or what, or new IP or whatever, they gotta update that at some point.
Yeah, definitely. So Do you think? What do you expect for the reveals? Because we're still on the game of the year section. But what do you expect for the reveals? Like, do
Yeah,
you?
honestly, I never expect anything. He usually doesn't give us anything, so I'm just gonna
Mhm.
assume more of the same. Like, I don't really expect to be surprised by any kind of a new announcement, especially at his show. To be honest.
I think we're gonna be surprised. The reason why I think we're gonna be surprised is because wait up, did they have a game of the year last year? Because I didn't pay attention.
Yeah, they have it every year.
Oh
What was
well,
it?
oh. It seemed like it was lackluster the last couple of years because I just really didn't pay attention. I think everybody's focus was
That's my point.
PlayStation Experience. You know, Game of the Year got so fucking predictable that we waited for PlayStation Experience, and that's what everybody's hype was. Without PlayStation Experience at the end of the year, there are more eyes on the Game of the Year. So he knows he has to bring it, and he has a lot of developers, man. So by PlayStation Experience not being here this year, he had enough room and money to go get those developers and maybe have some reveals that would normally be on a PlayStation stage, and it'll be on his stage. So I expect a little bit more, you know. I expect a little bit more from him. So, you know, the Russo brothers being there, and we already know there's a rumor for the new Avengers video game. I expect that it's gonna be a good amount of surprises that'll keep us talking outside of the normal bickering about who should have won or who will win or who did win.
He hypes it up every year, man. He just, if it wasn't for that guy cursing while he was drunk that did No Way Out or whatever that prison game was, then
Oh yeah, that guy.
that was the only entertaining thing I remember from last year. To be
I
honest, I don't
I
really.
do remember that guy.
Right. Also,
Hmm.
Florence, whatever his name was.
Yeah, but I don't I think as far as
I mean, do you care for any other nominations except for Game of the Year?
me,
Yeah,
uh
that's the only thing I care about. I gotta
I
be
care
honest.
about like some things, but not as much. Like art direction, I would like to see who they give it to. I don't think they're gonna be fair in that category. I don't think they're gonna be fair in any category, but I'm excited to see what they're gonna try to do. Um, I think going forward, the industry needs to be honest with themselves. They need to stop being boring. If every year you're gonna give it to the biggest multiplat, then you should not nominate a PlayStation exclusive, a Nintendo exclusive, or a Xbox exclusive. Now, what the other year when a Zelda game was up there, it won, right?
Yeah, and it won by a lot. It ran
Yeah,
away with it pretty much.
yeah, it won by a lot. So Nintendo, I'm just gonna sit out here and say they get a free pass. So they always get a free pass.
Yeah, nostalgia usually gets your free pass. Huh? To be honest, I mean, you could bring that up with PlayStation, but I feel like it's never been that way. I can't think of one game that's been critically acclaimed for PlayStation. I've been like, shouldn't have been critically acclaimed. I can't think of one that at least in recent memory.
Yeah,
Like Horizon finished second overall game of the year awards, right? I mean, but if you play both of them, which one really impressed you? Let's be honest.
that's what I'm saying. You completely ignore that. And I don't know if it's because a certain game came out before another game, but it's like you completely ignored it. The good qualities for Horizon, the things that it did better, the boundaries that it pushed. It's like it didn't even exist to you. It
The
was
game
who.
was running like 15 frames per second. That's gonna be like your unanimous game of the year. Like, come on, you gotta at least admit and acknowledge the fact that technology plays a part in how good games are, man. Like if your game
Mhm.
can't even run right, then how are you gonna be a game of the year award nominee? That doesn't make any sense to me. But it's Zelda, man, so I respect it.
There
Some
you
old school
go.
shit. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you said he's gonna reveal something surprising. You mean like was it an announcement, a release date? Like you think he's going to
Um.
do a studio acquisition at the Game Awards? Like
I mean,
what's going on?
he's always kissing up to Kojima. Kojima's gonna be there. So Death Stranding is definitely. I believe we should get a gameplay reveal. This is what I hope. This is what should happen. Gameplay reveal for Death Stranding and a release date. and announce right then and there you can start pre-ordering Death Stranding. It's coming out next year. A confirmation on a release date, not a release window, a release date, and allow us to pre-order it. We was also hearing a couple rumors about Ghost of Tsushima, that it'll be getting a release date, and maybe Dreams also. So those are some pretty big titles for PlayStation next year. If they can get a release date before next year and people can, know that they're available and they will come out, won't get any more delays, that'll be nice.
I mean, we don't even know any kind of release date for it except the one that was leaked on Walmart, right? Like, all we've been shown is just trailers of Death Stranding. Like, there hasn't been any kind of a hint of a release date or window for it.
Yeah. I mean, at E3, we did see that gameplay. I guess it was the gameplay reveal, because it wasn't cinematics, And then I think at Tokyo Game Show, we got the Troy Baker gameplay of that new beast that they had. So I don't know.
What, he's playing a monster? Okay.
Yeah, he was the guy standing beside the monster. He had that gold skeleton helmet on, that mask. But I gotta say, I would love to jump into a Kojima game in the beginning. Like, I'm sorry, I was with Nintendo when Metal Gear came out, and I don't know, I stayed with Nintendo. So by the time I ended up coming over to PlayStation with the PSP and PS2
you
and
never
stuff,
played Twin Snakes?
No. I mean,
the first one is still my favorite.
What I wanted to start from the beginning. Just didn't have the time and go backwards.
Did they have a Metal Gear HD collection with everything? I don't know if it included part 4.
They did.
I think it included the rest.
They did. And I was swamped last gen at the Edge. Yeah, they had 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, they had all of them at the Edge. At the Edge of last gen, they had brought out all of them. Just like so that's what they're doing now. That's what tells me that we're also about to go towards the PS5 coming out, because we're at the edge of the generation, and there are so many games being bundled together, like the Batman trilogy with all the Arkham games, and then they just did the Quantic Dream trilogy with Heavy Rain, Detroit, and Beyond Two Souls. Like, everybody's bundling whatever games they had all gen together, selling them for $60, giving them out, because this generation is all but gone. There are a lot of people that I see on autopilot. There are some third-party developers on autopilot. They're just releasing remasters, like Ubisoft. They're going to give you the Assassin's Creed little collection next year that I saw on a retailer. They're not making anything new. The new stuff is probably going to come out with the launch of the PS5 in 2020. We already know Microsoft is on autopilot. They're just collecting studios until the end of this gen. And they're going to release what they normally release: Gears, Forza, Halo, probably 2020 with the launch of the Xbox next generation system, whatever it's going to be called. I could not even guess what it would be called. I mean, we went from the Xbox to Xbox 360 to Xbox One, so I don't know. I want to say 720, but I know they're not going there.
I don't know why they called it 360 in the first place. I never got an explanation for it.
No. And that was not one of their best things. I mean, it dropped a year before everybody else came out, and I think that's the best thing it had going for it. I think outside of that, the failure rate, scratching your disc, also being the only platform out there that charges you to play for online back then. I don't know. I don't think it was consumer friendly or gamer friendly, but people ate it up.
Look, man, he just said Xbox on autopilot. You mentioned Phil Spencer was going to be at the Game Awards, so like, do you think taking advantage of Sony not being there is enough? Like, don't they have to show something?
Yeah, that's the thing. Xbox, Phil Spencer, all the Xbox executives, the Xbox fanboys on the internet, what's about to go down is they're gonna come out full force. The Xbox fans are gonna go crazy, like Crap Gamer and Mooch and all of those guys. Phil Spencer's gonna make himself known. They're going to always have rumors floating around of who they're about to buy next. But I mean, does it carry any substance? Does it carry any weight? Does it matter when you're still getting, like I said, Gears is, I'm not saying Gears is going to be bad. It's just we already know Gears. Gears, I don't believe, had enough of a break this generation to come back in a fresh light. They're continuing a story that you just got over, so you already know what to expect. So it's not like God of War 3 versus PS4's God of War. It's not that type of a change that would say, oh, this is new and different. Oh, I'm just going to put a different taste out there. Oh, yeah, we really need to go buy this system. They're trying something new. Nah, it's just the same old Gears with a different number. Phil needs to do more than releasing Gears and Forza. As of right now, next year is going to be Gears and Forza, very, very familiar names. We have a rotation going. I guarantee you Forza's coming out.
Forza, what is it, the 8th one?
Yeah.
Whichever one it is the one that people don't like, right? That's the least popular.
Yeah, that's the one that's popular. Yeah, Forza Horizon is more popular. I can see why it's more popular. I won't lie, man. If I feel that I need to really, really upgrade this PC, this laptop, and I will upgrade it, you know, I don't know. I might get a PC. And since Xbox is putting all their games on PC, why not? Why not go get a PC at this point in time? Man, that's a thought for a lot of people. If I get a PC, I can play all of Xbox's games, and I don't need an Xbox. I don't.
No, it's supposed to happen in Xbox One. You know, they still got them for like $399. I wonder if that's going to be the permanent price.
Oh yeah, the X. Yeah. $399. Yeah. But see, my focus right now is getting a Switch. You know, and I only want a Switch for 2 games right now. It's going to be Smash Brothers and maybe Pokemon. But if it's not Pokemon, primarily Smash Brothers. But I need it to be $200. I cannot go spend $300 on a system with one game. And I do want them to kind of do better with their online infrastructure. They need some sort of reward system like we have. We have trophies. Xbox has the game score, but Nintendo doesn't have anything. You know, I don't even know if they have a notification to let you know any achievements you may have you've done in the game, like anything you completed, like you did this level. Nintendo needs a little bit more, you know, and I think they'll get there. I just don't know when. But there's a lot of stuff holding me back from it. It doesn't mean I don't like them. I don't think I've said any negative things about the system. The fanboys are a little annoying. Sometimes they could come out, especially soon. They're going to say Smash Brothers better than every game out of the fucking gate this year. You know, they're going to get ready to say that on Friday after the Game Awards. I don't think they should, but, you know, Game Awards might show out some secret stuff. But as far as Xbox, I would get the S. I mean, I know it's weaker, and I know the graphics might not be as good, but it's $200 is a sweet spot. I think everybody should think about putting their slimmer systems at $200 permanently. You know, get it out there into the hands of the consumer before the next gen happens, because some people might not go to next gen. I think that I can predict right now that I see not a lot of people going to next gen day one compared to this gen. I think a lot of people going to wait, you know, because these price drops, these deals, you know, they might wait. But I hope Microsoft just doesn't get too cocky and believes that because Sony's backing away to focus on this big burst of news at the end of next year when they come back with the PlayStation experience and they have new stuff, not of this generation, that's going to be alien in nature to us, because they're going to be talking about PS5 stuff and technology from the PS5. I hope they don't believe that they're winning, you know, because if they get cocky and they're losing, it's only going to be worse for them next gen. But that's what I see. I see Microsoft and Phil and Xbox fans. They're cocky right now because they see Sony backed away from the PSX of this year. They're not going to E3. They didn't go to Paris Games Week. You know, that they won, and that's not what winning is. You know, when you don't have content to drive people to buy and play your system.
Yeah, look at this one. I just kind of ignore them as a running joke. But talking about Death Stranding, somebody brought it up in the comments, man, because I see a lot of people in the community that think this game is, I don't know, because they don't know what it is. It's going to be crap, right? And I got to be honest, I don't know what the hell it's about either. We all don't, man. We haven't got a lot of detail. I'm
I
just
don't.
giving it.
I have no
Yeah.
idea what it is, but it's by Kojima. Whether 10% of the people that even saying that believe it, or all 10% of the people they believe it and they're not gonna buy the game. That's a lot of other people that's gonna buy the game because his name is on it, and not only that, because Sony is backing him. And that motherfucker literally is spoiled to death. I will not shy away from saying it. The guy has all the money in the world at his fingertips. He has all the resources. Sony has not told him no once. He has the best office, the best mocap studio. This guy has everything. A guy like that made some of the best games in recent memory, he's going to make a masterpiece of a game. I think that's what people should think about. He has been treated like a first-party studio developer. That motherfucker is going to put out a heavy hitter. And even before people play it, they're going to go crazy for it. The pre-orders are going to be through the roof. I predict that. I believe that. I don't think there's a damn studio Microsoft has brought so far where they're treating that studio or that's the developer's head like Kojima's getting treated by Sony. So what do you got to say about that, Sam?
No, I mean, well, I was gonna say about the game. Yeah, I mean, it's just basically, you know, we're assuming it's gonna be really good based on the reputation of the guy, man. He hasn't really made a game that's been trashed, man. I know it's a lot of people. Like recently, I saw Black Bomb play Metal Gear Solid 1 saying he didn't like it. I mean, it's cool, man. I'm pretty sure we all don't like games that have been critically acclaimed or popular, right? Certain titles.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't just go around trashing a developer because you don't personally like a style or a genre of a game. You got to respect the man, and that's what this game comes down to. It's a respect and acknowledgement of what he does, which is usually quality, man. So I'm expecting this game personally to be good.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's gonna be game of the year, but
yeah, I think it's gonna be nominated automatically. I think it's automatically gonna be nominated for Game of the Year. I don't think it'll win, but I think it's automatically gonna be nominated for Game of the Year.
you know what, it might. Like, what comes out next year? Is there a big third-party game coming out next year? Might have a chance.
Yeah, might have a chance. Might have a chance. I think Rockstar's done for this gen. Like they release a game once every 7 years or something like that. So I think Rockstar's pretty much done this gen. Their next title will be next gen and probably be towards the end because it's already at the end of this gen. So Grand Theft Auto 6 should be out towards the end or middle of next gen.
Did he even beat the game from comments? Because I saw him talking about the cutscenes and it's just a movie and all this predictable shit we're used to hearing.
Hey, what's going on, Linda Loves?
His games have good gameplay too. I don't know why. It's a cutscene game. His games have some of the most advanced gameplay I've seen in certain games.
Yeah, I think on topic, but I know we're gonna get a hardcore pre-order. I don't know how to say that. I mean, we were supposed to be able to pre-order Days Gone for what, a whole year now or a year and a half. I can't find it on the store anymore, and they won't let me pre-order if I can find it. But long story short, Days Gone, I believe, is very underrated. You know, it's kind of weird because it seemed like even to this day, people love zombies. I think they love zombies in Call of Duty, but people claim to love zombies, and the game is a zombie game. You got a biker on a motorcycle, and you even got zombie animals and shit. And I feel like it's a very good game, but I just feel that no matter how many conventions that developer goes to, and I've been keeping track of them, I just don't see it catching on, and I don't know why. You know, so I hope them all the best. I know I'm gonna be buying it day one. I'm very
I feel
interested
like
in
it's
the
gonna sell
story.
really well. I
I
don't know.
hope that it does,
I don't
but
know
it
what it's
just
gonna
feels
score,
like
but
not enough people are talking about it or interested in it at all.
I
But
think that's an easy genre to like make a game in
I
terms of
think
like
it
if you
is.
want it to sell.
Yeah, me too. I think it is. And I think that they pushed it to April, so maybe they can have their own time. So the spotlight will be on them, you know, because when you're bringing out a new IP, it is hard to sell it. You have to have, you can't be next to a game like Kingdom Hearts or Resident Evil 2. You got to have your own month. So I hope that's good. But going back to judging a book by its cover, like Dreams, we already know about that in this community. People look at Dreams and thinks it's a fucking joke, but a a game like that where you
Yeah,
can do
that's
anything, it's
these are
just
two games you could have probably talked to or earlier little drop in person about because I think if I remember correctly, I'm not gonna put words in Jack and Johnny's mouth, but I'm pretty sure I heard him pretty much saying that Dreams wasn't gonna be good. Same with Death Stranding, right?
yeah,
So I kind of wanted
yeah,
to ask his opinion about it, but I'm sure it's for another day, another time. But I
yeah.
mean, the Dreams previews are
I,
looking spectacular, man.
I mean,
Gotta be honest.
I believe a lot of people didn't know what the fuck Little Big Planet Part One was, the very first one. But once people got their hands on it and were able to make those amazing levels, that game just blew up. And we're talking about Dreams that's on a whole nother level. It's not, you're not gonna need all these tricks and different little, ways to make a world three-dimensional. You get to make it whatever you want. And look, I'm not saying I'm gonna be getting on there making a whole bunch of games. I'm not gonna say I might make any game. I might try to, but I think the people that like making games, I think indie developers, I think major game developers, they're gonna get on there, and that's what I can't wait. I want to see what the rest of the game industry goes on Dreams, what they create, and what I can play without having to pay for it. Because once you have Dreams, you have endless playability, just like Little Big Planet, millions among millions of levels, and Dreams is gonna be completely better than Little Big Planet 3. So I cannot wait. But yeah, I
Well, the
don't think,
previews you're talking about is it's gonna be one of the more iconic, revolutionary things in this generation. Man. I hope that's true.
and I can't wait.
Figure
That's why I can't wait for that beta. So if they do announce what we've been hearing from Adam, a rumor that at the Game Awards tomorrow they're gonna have a release date for the beta that is still coming at the end of this year. I cannot wait. So okay, so that's enough of the Game Awards.
Well, what do y'all think in the comments section? I mean, do you think they're just gonna pick Red Dead? Basically, does everybody just agree that Red Dead's gonna be their game?
Yeah, do you think Red Dead's just gonna automatically win because it's a big AAA multi-plat? I mean, I'm not talking bad about the game. Remember, I brought the game. I'm on chapter 4 I'm on chapter 4 out of 6 chapters. I like the story. I enjoy the story. I love the story. It's very addicting. But I do feel like the game has a very easy way of winning game of the year because of who it's made by. And you know, the genre. So
I feel like everybody thinks it should be God of War, but they're gonna pick Red Dead. We'll see, man. We'll see if they succumb to the pressure.
yeah,
That's what they
I
did
think
last time.
yeah. Then wait, what happened? What before we go to the next topic? What happened between Metal Gear Solid 4 and Grand Theft Auto 4? Who won
What
out
do
of
you
that?
mean?
Who
That
won that?
year, I think was Grand Theft Auto.
No.
That was 2008, right? It was either
Who won
had to have
Game of
been
the
Grand
Year
Theft Auto.
between Grand Theft Auto 4 and Metal Gear Solid 4? Let's see if Google can
When
tell
did
me.
Fallout 3
Here are
come
the
out? Wasn't
top
that 2008?
results. The first is from Wikipedia.
Trying to see. I don't want to know the
I got
Wikipedia.
the site. And I'll put the link in the chat for you guys so you can see the game of the years like because people think the game awards are the game of the year. It's not unless you're a casual idiot. It's whoever has the total aggregate of the amount of game of the year awards. So I'm gonna put the link for you guys right here. As you can see right now, it's a YouTube link, of course, I put the wrong link. But right now, God of War is winning. Yeah, this has it all the way back to like 2003, guys. You can take a look at this site. It gives you the true Game of the Year award winner.
Award list all years.
I found 24 on Wikipedia. Here are the first 3. GoldenEye 007, The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time,
Nah, I got
and
it.
Medieval.
You went back to the mid-90s?
I just asked them some, and then they kept telling me all this dumb shit. List the game.
You can no, on that link I gave, you can literally look there. Let me look for you.
Oh, here we go.
All right, man. So, Fallout 3 won Game of the Year that year. GTA 4 came in second, and Metal Gear Solid 4 came in third. Dude, a GTA only had one more Game of the Year award than Metal Gear Solid 4, 39 to 38.
I was talking about the show, the Game of the Year show, the Game Award show. Did it give it? I
think they gave it to Fallout.
Oh shit! That was Fallout 3, right?
Yeah, Fallout 3. That took home all the Game of the Years that year.
Damn. Damn. And you know, Fallout 76.
I never played that game. Yeah.
I played it. It wasn't for me, but you know, I respect what they were doing. I was more of an Elder Scrolls person, and I never even played Skyrim. Like I wanted
kind of the same thing.
What I wanted was I wanted them to come back out with Elder Scrolls Oblivion. Like they had it on PS3 and 360. And they never made a remaster for that game. Like they remaster Skyrim all the time, but they never made a remaster for Oblivion. I don't know if it was dated or they just didn't want to. They didn't think it was as popular, but yeah. I mean, if Skyrim's like Oblivion or not, I might test it out. I mean, they normally have it for $20.
It's a better version of Oblivion.
Oh, okay.
Like Fallout is just a post-apocalyptic Elder Scrolls, at least from what I played. That's why I played Part 4. But you're doing the same shit. You're scavenging, you're crafting materials, you're doing stuff for people. It's the same thing, just different periods.
So normally I will bring up an indie game that I'm interested in, and you know, I still have PlayStation Home near and dear to my heart. So I bring up my indie game that I'm looking forward to. It's got delayed a couple times. Oceanhorn 2. It's pretty much like a Legend of Zelda game, but it's using the Unreal Engine 4 and it looks great. Now, what's different about this game is going to be on everybody's platform. It's going to be on Xbox. It's going to be on cell phone, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, PC, of course. And I just can't wait to play that game. I played the very first one, and I really loved it. It's on all platforms, of course. So I cannot wait. A lot of games are going to be on a lot of people's platforms, and I don't shy away from liking crossplay. But in the right hands and the right type of game, I think it can bring us a lot closer together. So I'm going to promote a game right now. I'm going to get the link to that game. So I don't know if you guys know about PlayStation Home from the PS3 days where it was like what was it, Sam? I don't even know what the fuck it was. You made your own character. You walked around in the world. You got to meet other gamers. It's like Sims online with other gamers. And it actually looked good and it was a great game.
Yeah, it reminded me like a life simulator, pretty much.
Yeah, it was like life and Sims. So, what was trying to figure out where that.
It's kind of like GTA Online, to be honest. Obviously less interactive, but like you remember, you could get on boats. I think people could buy stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, virtual interaction.
There it is. Why did Tiller put this fucking shit out? But okay, so Tiller put out the video, but Avi Life doesn't have it on there. Okay, so basically think about PlayStation Home and the Xbox avatars and the Mii's, right? Okay, so think of all of those, and they have a little child, I guess, and just look at that trailer when you guys have a chance. So it's like PlayStation Home, but it will be multi-plat. This Avi Life is going to be on Xbox, PC, and PlayStation. I've talked to the developer on his Discord, and he has confirmed that it will have cross-play. So that will be interesting. So this is going to be a game that it has some violent tendency. It has like a zombie game in it where you can steal cars and kill zombies. But for the most part, you're walking around in like a plaza, a mall, or something, just chilling out with your avatar with other gamers, and um, it will be crossplay for the first time. It looks a lot like your classic PlayStation home that Sony brought out last generation on the PS3. But even though Sony closed it down, there was a lot of developers that were making the next best version of it, and they never got real successful with that.
Yeah, that's where crossplay would help something. That makes sense.
Yeah, it would help a lot. So now I don't know if this is going to the Switch. It looks like it's a tad bit too demanding. But I don't dabble that much in the rumors, but I have heard that the Switch is coming out with a more powerful system that's going to be announced or revealed next E3. And I think I would welcome that. If they come out with a more powerful system next E3 and then current Switch goes down to 200, I will jump on that fucking shit so fast. But I hope they do that, because the following year, if the next generation systems actually do come out, Nintendo might be in trouble because they're going to be the weakest link. And I don't think they want to be there anymore. But what's sad is they put themselves in this cycle, Sam, where no matter when they bring out a system, they're always going to be behind the competition. And at a point, you think that they're doing it on purpose, but they're not.
No, they act dumb because they want to save money, man. You saw how quick Sony addressed the online right after PS3, right? Right after that generation. They knew right away they had to catch up to Xbox, man. They knew that was one of the first things they did. So these dudes are in dangerous ground, man, next gen, if they don't catch up with this online infrastructure quick.
Yeah. So what do you think Nintendo would do? You think they would end up doing another hybrid, or do you think they'd go back to strictly home console?
I don't think they're ever gonna go back to like a power race. They're just gonna keep doing their weirdo little consoles and keep making their games with the same IPs and just hoping it wins out. That's what I just think they're gonna keep doing.
I think they can manage to still stay alive, because just like we watching cartoons, right? Let's example. I watched Cartoon Network a lot when I was a kid. I love Billy and Mandy, Kids Next Door, all of that stuff. Then they had Adult Swim, but then on Disney, they stopped having good shows and they started doing live action, and nobody wanted that. But Disney always had a place in everybody's heart because of the classic Disney and then all of the movies people grew up with, and of course Disney World, Disneyland, and so there's always going to be
Mario and Zelda.
Exactly, there's always going to be kids, so there's always going to be a market for that type of stuff. So I think that's the only way they can stay afloat, and they're 100% aware of this, though. They are 100% aware that they can stay afloat by catering to kids. It's just something I wouldn't recommend them, because like every now and then they say, well, look at us, we have this mature game Bayonetta, but it doesn't sell as much as Zelda or Mario because you already alienated that age group. So I don't know. I'm hoping that they can do better. But
I would love to get something like because if they're staying with the specs over PS5, if it's anywhere near close to that, and you get it like to where you can actually finally develop Zelda and Mario in a proper generation, that'd be something else, man.
That would be great.
It really would.
That would be great. I mean, one thing that's really hindering them is the power, and it seems like there are tons and tons of AAA multi-plat games that are using the Unreal Engine 4, and they're not going to the Switch. And I don't think it's the developer. I think it's the power at this point.
Dude, if Zelda used a Decima engine, the engine that powered Horizon Zero Dawn, like what would it have gotten? Like 100s, 200s? Like let's be honest, man. Like that engine it was using was garbage.
Yeah.
Because of the system.
Yeah. I mean, and it came straight from the Wii U. Like it wasn't a different Zelda. Like that was a Wii U port at that point. It looked and played a tad bit better, but not by so much. Like you got to call it what it was. That game was supposed to be a Wii U exclusive. We already know it's open to everybody. I got a notification from PlayStation about Red Dead's online. I'm not visiting that online until they fix it. Sorry.
I haven't done online one time, man. I'm not going to touch it.
I did the introduction and then I just I just didn't. I didn't feel it. I did not feel it. I was like, no, I'm all right. But
I guess we got 10 minutes left on the show, right?
yeah, about less than that, like about 3 minutes or something like that, I guess. Yeah, 10 minutes. What's the time? What is it
50.
telling us? How can you tell?
I'm on my phone. It's like amount of time you've been in the call.
Okay, well, just let me know when it's up. But I guess we can go to one more topic and then we move the other one to Sunday. Sunday, once again, we're gonna do these hangouts on Sundays, and they're gonna be when we do the hangouts. What up? When we do these hangouts, we're gonna start doing them on Sunday, and we're gonna have topics. So it's Sunday, 3:00. And that's what we're gonna do. We have our Patreon. Our Patreon is open to get the money to buy games that we do not fucking play, that we would normally not play. And we're not talking about shit games. We're talking about, let's say, a game like Call of Duty. You don't see that on my channel. If that's something that people will vote on, I will put that on my channel. So let's say if I have enough money from the Patreon supporters, future or none, that's up to you guys. But if we have the support, we'll vote between, let's say, Call of Duty. We'll vote between Call of Duty Black Ops and PUBG. And then whatever you guys vote for, that's what the money would go towards. And I would play it on my channel, and that's how it would go. Because tomorrow and the next day, I don't plan on getting PUBG. I'm interested in it, but I don't plan on getting it.
I'd try it out, but not for that price. Maybe.
Yeah, not for that price. Like, you made us wait a whole year and you still want $30. Like, no, the game's not worth $30 because it came out about 2 years ago if you consider the PCs. And I'm sorry, I'm not paying $30 for that game. But if you feel that the PlayStation community needs to see that game, if you want my channel to be the channel to show off that game, Patreon would be nice to support us on that. Other than that, I am going to pick up for $20 The Last Remnant on Friday. Like I said, I have enough money for PUBG. I just refuse to pay for PUBG. That's a big difference of me not having the money or having the money. I will not pay.
That's a good question, by the way.
Yeah, what's going on?
So you're going to be on Hard Eight's podcast again this Sunday to settle something else?
If I need to. How many minutes we got?
Yeah, like 9 minutes.
Okay, let's just speak freely. I want to settle this Porter Rock thing, but I don't believe it will get settled. I think Porter Rock wants the drama. I think he wants the run. And I'll be 100% honest. I told the PlayStation Legion members this. He started his little hangout during my work week. So first of all, I work in Washington, D.C., and you might as well say I live there because I spend so much time in Washington. So on Monday and Tuesday, all the way through the whole week, I normally work Monday through Friday, right? This week, because of the George Bush Sr. Funeral, there's no work for the government. So the government shut down, so I got a free day and I'm paid. Now, I took off tomorrow, and that's paid leave. So I'm also getting paid for that because I wanted to see the Game Awards, and I also wanted another break. I didn't know that George Bush Sr. was going to pass away until I already put in my leave slip. So it was a blessing that I got 2 days off. I go back on Friday. But my normal work week is not like this at all. I work Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. to 1:30 a.m. But I'm normally out of the house at 2 p.m. and I get back in the house at 2 in the morning. So that's 2 p.m. to 2 in the morning when I get back in the house and I can get it on my PlayStation or my laptop. Other than that, I just have my phone. So you might see me on Twitter, but I'm at work. And you might not see me doing a lot else, but I might be on Twitter here and there, retweet or like. That's pretty much it. Not enough time to do anything else. So Porter Rock understands my,
Yeah. No, you, my bad. Go ahead. I interrupted.
Yeah, he understood my schedule and he waited to talk shit about me until after I was occupied with my daily life. He had the whole weekend to confront me. He could have joined Hard Eight's podcast and confronted me, but he refused to do so. So
that's what I was gonna say, man. Because look, I just you know, you and him, that's between y'all. But like, me and Somatic had the issue of why are you trying to address the group in a fictitious way? And all he would have had to done is join the party chat for like a minute, 2 minutes, address it, and left and been on his way. Instead, he's doing what you're saying. He's creating drama. He's perpetuating drama. He's just saying bullshit. He still brought up the fact that we make people play multi-plat games. Then he brought up the fact that we kicked out Young Caesar doing it when that wasn't the case. Just making up shit as he goes along.
Spyro the Dragon is a multi-plat. Dragon Quest 11, that's a multi-plat. Monster Hunter World, that's a multi-plat. I have a lot of multi-platform games. Crash Bandicoot is a multi-plat. Let's see. Onrush, that's a multi-plat. I have Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2. When I first started playing that last generation, it was a multi-plat also. Injustice 2 is a multi-plat. Grand Theft Auto 5 is a multi-plat. I have Sega Mania, that's also a multi-plat. Brawlout is multi-plat. King of Fighters 14 is a multi-plat. So long story short, you can't say we force people to play exclusives when myself, I have multi-platform games on my hard drive right now and tons of multi-platform games that were played on my YouTube channel, including Assassin's Creed and Dragon Age Inquisition.
You could literally get Young Caesar in here to literally tell his side, and that would just...
So if you wanted to know the inner workings of the PlayStation Legion, we had a member by the name of Carl Miley. He is a trophy king. I give him that credit. He has a trophy level of 100. This guy has over 600 platinums so far that we know. That's a lot of platinums, I believe. And he has a lot of platinums. He was the one that wanted kids Young C's out of here because Young C's trophy level was low. My trophy level was low compared to Carl, but I was the leader of the PlayStation Legion. I had the idea to bring this group about. So he didn't say anything. One day, which really triggered me, this was after he literally forced us to get rid of Young C's because of his low trophies. My cousin came in, and my cousin's very casual. He plays, Grand Theft Auto and Madden 2K. Sometimes he plays Call of Duty. So he plays the games that normally come out every year. And he was about to go at my cousin, like, who is this guy? Why is his trophy so low? You can get him out of here. And I was like, bro, you got to stop that, man. That's my cousin. He's going to stay here. He's not leaving. I literally had to go at Carl because he was about to tell me to get rid of my own cousin, my own blood cousin, because his trophies were not to his standard. So yes, Carl was an active member of the PlayStation Legion, and he did have a say in who stayed or gold. I didn't really care. This is a group for PlayStation gamers. And that's how it's always been. This channel has been here for many years playing different PlayStation games. Before I knew what the Crumbside was, before the Crumbside knew who I was here. Sorry. I know people don't like me. I know people want me to disappear. That's not going to happen. But
well, that's why I like that we're doing this, because we can literally address this shit right to anybody who's watching.
So once again,
that stuff isn't happening in the group.
If Porter Rock wants to speak with me, he can speak with me anytime. I'm going to have my podcast at 3:00 p.m. on Sunday. That is when we're going to have the PlayStation Legion Hangouts. That is what it's called. PS Legion Hangouts. That's what it's called. I don't think we're going to change the Legion part, whether you guys want to say it's a cult or not, but it's not a cult. Trust me, it's not. We have the founding members here. We have
they don't even know who the members are. How are they going to call us a cult?
I know, like we have so many different, like we have a lot of multi-platform gamers here. I want to claim so bad. In here. Yeah, we got grandparents. We got parents. No, I'm being serious. We got people with family. Like I don't have any kids of my own yet, but I have tons of nieces and nephews, and Somatic has his family, and we've known each other for many years, man. We're all cool.
Telling adults what to do or what games to play. That's nonsense. That's what Porter Rock wants y'all to think. Bro, I like that.
We don't
stupid.
Like, even to the point of buying games. Like, I sometimes during the Christmas time, I help people in our Legion. Like, I brought like 4 people when Fat Princess came out. I brought like 4 people Fat Princess out of my own pocket. Man. Gave everybody a $20 PSN card. Like, it's like that. It's like a family here. That's what we do. It's a close-knit group because there's so much drama and stuff that's always been about. People always didn't like me, so of course they're not gonna like a group that I make. But yeah, that's how it is. How much time we
I
looking
never.
at?
Yeah, I mean, you want to extend it? We got 5 minutes, 4 minutes.
Yeah, just let me know when it gets close to wrapping up. But
All right.
yeah. Any other questions?
See, that was our problem. I never had an issue with Puerto Rock. It was just he
Yeah,
was coming at
me
us, and not
personally,
just you, us.
I don't know Puerto Rock. My video that I made about Puerto Rock was showing that I don't really know who he is. I know of the statistics that I put out there that he came around 2 years ago at like around E3 of 2016. That's when Puerto Rock started posting his videos, June 8th, I believe, of 2016. So I don't really know the guy 100%. I can't come at him any type of way because I do not know him. So him saying I'm talking shit, I can't talk shit on somebody I don't really know.
Dude, he's acting like he knows the rules of the group, and he's just like saying it's how it is, which is really dumb on his part. But he got people
Yeah,
supporting him, 'cause
the
they're mindless.
information that Puerto Rock is spitting out is probably like 2 years old. Young C's been a member of the Legion. Like we got him back in here after we kicked out Carl. We got him back in here because Carl was on some weirdo shit, so we had to let him go. And literally, I fought for Carl. I fought for a lot of people in here, but Carl ultimately had to be let go because he was lying in my face. And I
Right, I
don't
heard
like
was the
liars.
Titanfall mentioned he was the best member of the group. Guys, if you run across this guy called Carl Melee, just stay away from him, block him. He's a selfish piece of garbage who's just
Let
going to take advantage of you. We're
let
just doing that
let
for your own good, guys.
let's say one thing. If Carl is the best member of the PlayStation Legion, he would have a YouTube channel helping you guys find the trophies that he finds. But when he gets a trophy, it's for him and only for him. If you helped him get a trophy via co-op or multiplayer, he will not turn around and help you. He benefits himself. I have just looked on his trophies list, and as far as the game that sparked this whole thing between me and Titanfall Princess, what is it? Jack and Jill DX. I came at Titanfall about that game. I asked her, what is the game? She got very defensive, blocked me on my 2 remaining Twitter accounts, and then after that is when she posted a live stream about me because I guess she was threatened. But the fact of the matter, she did boost trophies. Now, Titanfall Princess has Jack and Jill DX 1 platinum. Carl went out of his way to 3 different countries' PSNs to go get that same game 3 times to get 3 platinums from the same game. Now, that's when you have a problem. That's when you have an addiction. Now, once again, 600 platinums. If you want to call it an addiction, cool. Now, if he has a network of other trophy hunters accessing his account, helping him get those platinums, that's also cool. But for one man to have 600 platinums over a 100 trophy level score, that is amazing for him by himself.
But he couldn't defeat a boss in Neo, and I pretty much depleted all of health. Right? I mean, that shows you trophies don't mean shit.
Yeah, trophies don't mean anything because it is true he does watch a lot of PS4 trophies walkthroughs. I don't really like the guy.
He has no skill, but he has all the trophies you'd ever see, right, in your lifetime. But that guy has 0 skill. Has nothing to do with how many trophies you get.
Yeah. So once again, Carl, if you're listening, and I'm pretty sure you are, you care a lot about the community. You care a lot about the community. I respect that. But help the community get trophies. Get your face on YouTube. Get your personality on YouTube. I think you can help a lot of people. If they feel that they need to gain more trophy levels, help them out. But the fact of the matter is you won't do that because you only care about your own selfish level. You want your level to rise. You don't care about everybody else. And that's kind of pathetic. So once again, I don't go out my way to go to different countries to get the same game 3 or 4 times just to get an easy platinum. No, I don't think Titanfall Princess ever did that. She has 1 platinum for Jack and Jill DX. Carl has 3. Same game, 3 different countries. I don't understand it. What's the time, Sam? That's what. What do you guys think? Should we cut it off or extend it for like another 30 minutes? because I do have some other stuff I want to get off my chest, and then I'm gonna get back on Spyro the Dragon. And I'm sorry, bro. I gotta really work out, man. Like seriously, I need to work out. I know it's been a winter time, but I gotta work out. Oh.
You got to get stronger and faster.
So, what I need to do is most of this gym that I have is a great portion of a gym, right? And all, but what I really want is to really work on this cardio. I've been saying it, but I don't want to like wait. So I'd rather just, you know, how people say shit, they say shit and they never do it. Nah, I really want to work on it. So either a treadmill or a bike. A treadmill or a bike. Or just force myself to start walking up the street for some fucking reason. But I definitely want a treadmill or a bike. It's just not enough time during the day, man. Like I would have to wake up.
You just need to get 30 minutes of cardio, I think that's so.
That's what they say? Well, that's all I need then. Fuck it. Oh. Oh, man. Ah. It's good not to be at work today, man. Like, this is so weird. Like, right now, I'll be entering DC. Have to go to work. Shit.
It's been over, Cody. This shit got addressed on Sunday, right? When you went on Hard Eights podcast.
For what? What happened?
This Titanfall thing. We're not talking about her. We're talking about somebody else in the group, Cody.
We're not talking about Titanfall. That's over. Once again, I'm not going at her. I don't have any ill will towards her. You can keep the stuff going if that's what you want, if that's what helps your channel grow. But I'm sorry, I don't have anything negative to say towards you. Never did. But you should check your friends, because anybody you believe is in your corner, anybody you believe is your friend, if they're calling you a transvestite behind your fucking back to my face in a party chat or, I don't know, in a Google Hangout, you really need to check your own priorities or who you hang out with. Once again,
I'm just trying to
I was not putting these things out there, but other people were putting those things out there to make me look bad while also taking major shots at you. So once again, you should check who you hang out with, Titanfall Princess, because they are using you and it seems like you're all right with it. And it's kind of weird.
Like, bro, I like the fact that everybody's trying to use it as an excuse to gang up against you. And this is how I knew it was stupid, because Hard Eight was just like, he was just hitting on somebody. Like, you're trying to turn somebody hitting on somebody into this big thing, and they didn't know what to say. I'm like, and then you see this idiot Porter, I make a video about it. I'm like, what did he do that was weird? He hit on a chick. Whether it's in real life or through DMs, people do that, guys. People meet through DMs. They get married. They get married on game chat.
What was that? What was that Jonas brother? The Jonas brother that just got married to the Quantico actress.
How do you meet her?
DMs.
Oh, he DM'd her. Oh, yeah, he slid in her DMs. Yeah,
he slid in her DMs, bro. That came out in an interview, and they had like one of them fairy tale marriages. He went to her country to get the Indian marriage, and then they came over here. But yeah, I mean,
they got the money.
In the age of technology, I don't see anything wrong with talking to somebody over the DMs. Now, if she would have came out about this,
that's what cracked me up, man.
2 years ago, then okay, but I don't see somebody doing that all the time. So sorry. 2 years ago would have been all right, but now I see you using it for personal.
It would have been different if in the messages you said, "I'm going to tie you up one day and do this to you." Like, no, he didn't say anything like that. All he did was just say hi. You know, he literally didn't say much. She didn't even let you get that far.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to figure out like what's so bad about it, because I already have all the messages. I didn't delete the little, what is the chat little session, so I didn't delete that.
I'm saying, but that's how you know a lot of people on here are brainwashed and mindfucked, because they're trying to use basically a nothing issue simple thing and trying to turn it into like, oh, you're a weirdo, you're this. I'm like, dude, you guys don't ever hit on the opposite.
You know what? That's the thing, bro. They hate a lot of people hate me for whatever reason. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it, but we already know they need the views. The hate is for views. We saw how the hate helped Black Bond. Like,
but you saw when Hard Eight was like, what did he do wrong? They fell in line like a bunch of little clowns, pretty much. It's like, oh, because Hard Eight is just like, well, it's normal. Then you guys just fall in line. I'm like, you're just a bunch of idiots. You're just a bunch of followers. You don't even know how to think.
But once again, if like I said, I gotta give a shout out to Ryan. Like, I don't have any ill will towards the guy. And I don't know him 100% personally. I don't know him, right? But he extended the offer to talk it out. We talked it out. I have added him on the PSN. We have not chatted since I've added him this weekend on the PSN, but he went the extra mile to even accept my friend request. I give him respect for doing that. If he has a problem with me, we can talk it out. I don't believe that people that are supporting PlayStation should be arguing amongst ourselves. However, it is funny that we're doing this because Xbox is so boring that we have to do this. You get what I'm saying? Xbox has no games, no competition in there at all that PlayStation gamers are arguing and bitching about.
Well, some of them are converts, right? Like Titanfall Princess used to support Xbox. She switched to PlayStation. A lot of them have been doing that.
Hold on. That was in our topic. That was in our topic, right? Why did you switch over to PlayStation? There you go. Ask and answer questions. Okay, so that's one of our topics. Some of the people claim that they don't know who I am, and I don't expect them to, because I'm not a high-profile person. I don't try to be. I don't want to be. If I did the tactical things that, let's say, Porter Rock did, I might be well known, but I'm a humble person. Okay, I'm not cocky. I'm not trying to be something that I'm not. So, let's take me for example. I don't feel that I need the Crumbside. I don't feel that I need to do Hangouts with other people. It's not that I don't like those people or know them to like them or hate them. It's just not my style. It's not something that I do. I am opening up to talking to more people ever since this year with the PC fanboys and debating these guys and hearing them out. So I'm open to doing, right? Porter Rock got his start hopping in and out of other people's hangouts, getting his name known, getting his name out there. That's his grind. That's his hustle. I don't disrespect it. I congratulated him. Like, I think that's
again,
awesome.
We never had an issue with him.
Yeah, I think that's awesome that he had a plan to get his name out there. He executed that plan, and look at him now. Like, I literally did not know who Porter Rock was many years ago. This gen, not last gen. This generation is 5 years old. Porter Rock's been on YouTube for 2 years, as far as what the YouTube videos are telling him. I might have talked to him in 2015, but this generation started in 2013, and then we had 2014. And whenever I talked to him in 2015, there you go. But he didn't hop on YouTube until E3 of 2016, so I didn't really know him at all. He did come at me in a negative way at that time. I think he was bragging to me about a higher trophy level, which I don't really care that much about. Because I told you guys, I work too much during the day, and I'm not fortunate enough to have anybody or try to trick anybody into giving me money, and I don't ask for handouts. So I work. I work a normal job. That's what I do. So I don't have enough time to sit around and get trophies. I'm not getting paid for that. What?
This is something, I mean, it might have been pre-planned on his part, but I remember I asked him about it on Twitter. I was like, dude, you know you never interacted with any of us. He's like, yeah, my bad, that's what I heard. So he goes from, all right, we're cool, my bad, that's what I heard, right? And then he basically literally says the same shit again, I think, in one of the upcoming podcasts, and that's how we got to this point, for anybody that wanted to know in the chat.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you can listen to everything you hear, especially in this day and age on the internet. You know, you have to take that stuff with a grain of salt. But I'm here. I'm not dead. Okay, if you want to know something, I'm an open book.
This is somebody who chills again with Next Gen 720 and Kids Move, and he's trying to call people weirdos that he's never interacted with. Doesn't that sound kind of weird and kind of stupid to you guys?
But this is also where we go back. We go back to this question: why are you on PlayStation? Not just for Porter Rock. Anybody that has joined on to the PS4 bandwagon. What made you come over? Was it a YouTuber? Was it the popularity of the console? Was it an easier breeding ground for getting people to view your channel? What was the reason that you came to PS4 this generation? Because look, Heartache was 100% right. I've been here for a long time. So I don't consider myself to be Crumbside if I was here before the Crumbside. You can't say, JTech, you're a part of the Crumbside. I don't know who you are, but you know why you don't know who I am? Because I wasn't a part of the Crumbside. I was here before. So you wouldn't know who I am because I'm not in that community. I don't associate with those people. Sorry. No disrespect. I just don't. And I don't have enough time for drama in my life. Sorry, man. I'm
So
a
we
grown
invited him to the
ass
party
man.
chat, man. He could have just told us in a party chat behind closed doors, like, "Oh, this is what I was doing, and this is why I was doing it." We would have been like, all right, fair enough. Do your thing." Instead, he's chosen to extend it to pretty much up to this week, right? What did he do his video on Monday? Like you said, when you were at work?
Yeah, he made sure he did the
And he was bringing
stuff
up
when I was at
stupid
work.
shit that we had already addressed, like even addressed to him. Like the Young Cease thing, to bring that up
But
again is just being a stupid ass. I'm
that
sorry.
little test that we had for the podcast before this one, the Google Hangouts before we had this one, it was a revealing moment. Those are the individuals that back him. Those are the individuals that support him and will believe everything, and they are very ignorant. Very, very ignorant. They love drama. They love false stories. They feed off of that. And yeah, that's what they're about. I can't change their mindset. I can't, but I'm not gonna indulge it. Once again, Porter Rock needs to understand that. Damn, man, if you want to talk stuff out, I'm right here. But you continue to run around making individual videos about me.
So
That's
he
not
doesn't
gonna
want to talk
help
about
you.
anything.
No, he doesn't want to talk about it. He saw the way I broke down certain individuals. In a no disrespectful light, I just like to get straight to the point. And I want to know what the point is. But I know talking bad about JTech is the good thing to do right now. It does boost views. Everybody hates JTech. So if you make a JTech negative video, you will get more views than you normally do.
How about the people that just make fun of you for the fun of it, like me?
Well, go make a negative JTech video.
Woo-hoo.
No,
Done.
I'm serious. You know what, Sam? I want you to make a negative JTech video. Make sure you have JayTechTV in the title, and tell me how many views you get on that video compared to a normal
like my
video.
Thumbnail?
Huh?
You gonna like my thumbnail?
Oh well, yeah, yeah, probably gonna hate probably gonna hate it. But yeah, I'm giving you free reign. I just want to test this out. Make a negative JTech video and see how it turns out. If it gives you
Or
more
like how
views than you
JTech
normally
made me
do.
hate black people? Or would that get me banned from YouTube?
That'll probably get you banned from.
Okay, so I gotta tone it down. All right.
You gotta tone it down. Why JTech made me hate PlayStation like that? Why JayTechTV made me hate PlayStation?
Why can't I see JTech unless he smiles? I don't know. I can make up something.
I'm too fucking dark. That's why. I'm invisible.
Yeah, I'm saying the guy just had to come into a party chat for like a minute or two. Instead, he decides to keep making videos, keep trying to spread the same dumb rumors we've already, addressed. It's nonsense, and it's silly to me that a dude with a family who's supposedly a Marine is doing this shit. That's what I don't get. But yeah, you're well past your time limit, sir. You're at about an hour, 19 minutes now.
You said we was doing 30 minutes, so we're gonna do 130.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So what, 10 minutes?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Do. I think after this I'll get back on Pyro. Spyro.
Spyro or Pyro? What?
Either one. Yeah. I'll finish up a couple more worlds, head to the next level. Yeah, finish that game up.
Spyro.
You whenever you want to get on Onrush with me, let me know, because I'm on that. Also, this is what I wanted to talk about with Porter Rock, right? First of all, I'm impressed by your trophies, right? And I'm impressed that a lot of people supported Monster Hunter World. I'm a big fan of Monster Hunter before Monster Hunter World. I see that you did not play the game or not. Now, I don't know if you still have the game. I have the game, and I'm willing to help you out. Now, there's one other guy that came at me on Twitter. He had the game. I don't know if he started the game. The game is completely co-op, 4-player co-op. You can play the whole story via co-op. Once again, I'm trying to get a platinum on the game that I would have to piggyback off of most individuals to get. but I'm only 2 trophies away, 2 golds away from getting it. And I don't think I'm ever going to get it anyway. So I've offered my help to lots of people, Son of Sam included. I helped him get through a couple of the monsters. So 14 people viewing right now. If you have Monster Hunter World, if you're planning on getting the game, let me know. I'm willing to help you out. I can get you through the game. I got some of the best armors, some of the best weapons, and it'd be a nice chance to communicate with you guys. Before we go,
Yeah, I think I was asleep and you beat that monster for me, so that works
yeah,
out.
like Sam was completely asleep, bro. He went to the camp. I did all the work. I don't even mind. I can breeze through the game for you. So yeah, I can do that. So, you know, I don't have any ill will towards Puerto Rock. I really don't. The weirdo thing, that's like a school kid insult. That's not really doing anything to me. You know, at
Yeah, it
this
definitely
point,
wasn't his original thing either.
yeah, I don't think it was your thing either. So, but once again, I'm offering an olive branch. We can get on a game together. I can help you out with the game. We can talk it out like men. But I'm not going to go back and forth. There are too many great games, too many amazing announcements for me to cover on this YouTube channel that I have. That's what I'm planning on doing. Cool, man. Yeah, I'm trying to patch a few things. There's no point in going into the next generation where the PlayStation community is this much divided. I mean, there's a different section of this community. It's called the Crumbside. I don't really, like I said, I don't really know you guys that much, but I can see there's a lot of trolls there. A lot of people that they love drama. So not into that.
Yeah, it's like addicting, man. It's sick.
I know. I mean, it does boost your views. Drama. You talk bad about somebody, and they talk bad about you, and you keep going bouncing back and forth. You feed off the views. You get the ad revenue, or that's whatever you're on YouTube for. I don't know, but I don't really play that type of game. I'm sorry, man. Life is too short to be doing that type of shit. Nah, not gonna scoop down to a lot of people's level. I am gonna clear some stuff out, and I think that's why a lot of people don't like me. So, you know, when I clear stuff up, they're like, "Oh man, that's boring. He got it over with too quick. We wanted to see him fight." So I don't want to do that. Life's too short.
I mean, you wouldn't have much to yell at each other about. It's just he's just gonna keep denying it. I mean, he hasn't admitted it up to this point. So what else is he gonna do?
I think he is gonna deny it. I think that, with all things considered, he will never get in a chat with me. I do believe he's in some way afraid that the truth will come out. And the only way to prove that he's not afraid of the truth, the real truth, is to see me in a Google Hangout. Me versus him. You want to bring a moderator, you can. But I don't see a point of me going at somebody like you. Sorry. So what's the time, Sam? I think we should be cutting it off. Sam?
124.
24. We still got time. Well, keep track of when it gets to 1 hour and 30 minutes. Just let me know so we can shut this off.
All right, guys, and don't forget to vote Celeste for your game of the year. See him on the Truths podcast. Who's the Truths podcast? I've only ever seen one of his videos, and well, not one of his videos. It was that podcast that he was talking shit about the group. That's why I messaged him on Twitter. That was the only time.
Once again, guys, you know, when I say I'm busy during a work week and I'm at work, I don't have enough time to sit up on YouTube and find out who some of these people are. You know, I don't think it's a disrespectful thing for me to say I don't know who you are. When I say I don't know who you are, I don't. Sam knows some pretty popular people on YouTube with millions of subscribers, and he says, "Oh, I'm watching this guy," and they're like, "Who's that?" And like he says, "How do you not know?" Because I just Adam, you're deleted. But yeah, man, I mean, I just don't have enough time to run around the whole YouTube and find out who you guys are. My door is open. My Twitter is public. My PSN is public. You can communicate with me.
On the Truths podcast, I got you.
I don't know who that is.
Because I don't think Hardy gets along with him. That's the thing. So who knows if he'd even want to show up on
I
that
don't.
podcast?
I don't think. See, that's the thing. Ryan showed up. Ryan gets along with Hardy to a degree, but Porter Rock was not going to show up, from what you told me before. So, and I think that if Hardy issued a sit down between me and Porter Rock, I guarantee you I would show up, but Porter Rock wouldn't. That's a guarantee. I can bet a $20 PSN card that Porter Rock would not show up because he doesn't want the truth to come out, because he needs this. He needs this drama to keep going. That's what he needs.
Well, look, it's easy to make you look like the bad guy because people already naturally assume you are.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've been a bad guy for a long damn time. So this isn't new for me. This isn't gonna shatter me at all. Like, I know everybody hates me. That's really nothing new. Oh, and for the Crumbside people, the little fake assassins, you guys know where I'm at. Go to the Washington Capitol tomorrow at 1 p.m. I'll be there, waiting on the steps. I'll be the guy in the red and black. Okay, so that's it. We're almost close to shutting this off.
Yeah, we're good, man. Unless there's something else that somebody wants to address in the chat. Got any questions for us?
Any last questions? Anything before we go? Remember, the real PlayStation Hangout is going to be Sundays at 3 p.m. I'm going to start getting that information out to you guys. Yes, we have a Patreon. Yes, it's going to be about games I normally don't play. I will promise you this. If we get like fucking $60, I'm definitely going to have to buy Call of Duty and show you guys how much I'm good at it or I suck at it. So, yeah.
You're most likely going to stink at it.
Other than that, I think when we get to the $30, when we make about $30, I think it's definitely going to be going to get PUBG out the way. I mean, I'm interested in that Uncharted outfit, but other than that, man, I don't know, man. I just don't think it's going to work very well. But I'm going to watch some live streams. What does it come out? Friday?
For what?
PUBG for PS4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll watch some live streams, but other than that, I'm not doing much else. Okay, guys. Well, this has been nice. Thanks for showing up.